like to introduce Ana Rivero-Rossi. Ana is originally from Spain, and it's really been amazing having her in both of these shows. She's really fun to hang out with, really funny. It's cool having her here. Her pieces can be interactive, like this one. They're whimsical and playful. She also, when I'm thinking of her last piece, can demonstrate a great deal of compassion and empathy with her work, and they challenge the viewer to get closer, to be drawn in, to engage with her work. This piece is so incredible and hilarious, and I have to say it always startles me when I'm sitting on the other side of the gallery and people start playing it, because it sounds like something's falling off the wall, and I'm reminded how incredible that we have something that people can actually engage with, and I can hear them laughing. So I'm going to give it to you to explain more. So thank you.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Ana, and my works vary so much. I don't really have a line of work, but I love talking about social justice and what is happening in the world. And this one is called Privilege Ruffle, which is pretty self-explanatory what is about it and how random our privileges are. And it's something that I gave a lot of thought, but it took a long time to develop. Privilege runs such a different ways, and is so deep into different societies, countries. But truth is, I'm also challenging the concept of self-made. The truth is, like, without any luck, nobody can be self-made. If you are born into a country that is invaded by war for decades, how are you gonna be self-made? So we're all seated here and we all have some sort of luck to just be seated here in a place with a blue sky and had a meal today. And yeah, it's been also gender preference or my gender dice also is an actual new theme that 2 decades ago people weren't talking about it. So I wanted to bring light to transgender people, people of color, and then regardless of that, our own different lucks in life.
Can you demonstrate how to play it?
Excuse me?
Can you demonstrate how you play it?
Oh yeah. So it's pretty easy. You play the two lucky wheels and then the gender dice. So I got a non-binary person of color that has been changed for their body type. But you can play endlessly. Let's see if I can play until I inherit a house. Yeah, I love the conversation that had sparked as well. Well, this one is social disability. I'm not having much luck today, but so yeah, I love how I love hanging around and having friends, different people coming and play with it, and at least it's a spark a conversation that we should talk, or you know.
I like that your work is because the piece that you did in the last show, and then this one, I can definitely see like your style, and that there's a lot of storytelling, which is really with objects, which I think is really fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like I just touch some subjects, and every person feels with a different story of their experience. Even with the homelessness, the barbaric times, every person was having a different story of their own relationship with their neighborhood, their homelessness, or how afraid they have been to homelessness, or how far they are from it. So
I just like that people fill the blanks of that story. It's a different story every single time.
How did you pick these particular criteria? Was there something you were pulling them from?
This piece was created in 2020 for a fake supermarket show that some curators put together in a gallery in Oakland. So you enter the supermarket and every single product was a fake. They were mock-outs of real products. So they were all a critique to consumerism, capitalism. And I got approached, I got a visit to my studio and they saw my, it was the beginning of my homeless piece, The Barbaric Times. And they sent me an email and they asked me if I could create something for the supermarket. And then I thought, oh wow, I could create the supermarket raffle. And that would be, but it would be a privilege raffle. So I started, developing and exchanging a lot of ideas with my partner Todd. And yeah, it was the skin color one was previously was going to be a country. It was going to be different countries, but it's so, I felt like it was way too wide. So it was actually Todd who suggested, why don't you narrow down and just make it with a skin color, because it doesn't matter if you are from Norway, but you are a person of color. Your life would be probably more difficult than, So that's more or less the story of the piece.